Just when I thought dude bro in the front row was gonna bust me and call security, the little old lady with the gray hair sitting right next to him swatted his hand away meanly and tied my impeachment banner even tighter. She gave me a thumbs up, and then the two of us started to dance to the music in the aisles. Pussy Riot put on a great show. Not so much punk rock anymore. Now, sort of a fresh mix of electronica with a bunch of different languages combined, crazy costumes, art films projected in back with translations and illustrations of each verse and chorus, and in front, a rotating group of musicians and artists and original frontmen members. Now, Pussy Riot originally was arrested right after making a video in a Russian Orthodox church. And ever since then, they've had a hard time touring and will get thrown into the jail yet again, the clink. So, Natalia Kalasavagara, she wasn't there that night. But Maria, Masha, Alanowaha, sorry. She was there, and she was at the stage, mic, singing in the classic Pussy Riot outfit of dress with tights and a ski mask on. And then she leaned into the mic, and only her mouth showing through a hole in the ski mask, she said, "Come, dance with us." And she waved me on. I ran down the stairs and up stage left with two other people from the audience on the stage. I started doing the running man in my striped dress and boots, and I pulled on my balaclava just like her. We danced together. She laughed at me, right? And then we hugged. And as we hugged and she opened her arms and pulled away, I could see over her shoulder an empty mic above the keyboard. So I hustled over there and I leaned in and I saw the faces in the darkness beyond the stage lights, and I said as loud as I could into that open mic, "Impeach Donald Trump! Never forget Access Hollywood!" And then I backed off, and as the song ended, we three audience members danced off stage, giving each other high fives and taking our places. I went back to the balcony, and that little old lady with the gray hair, she nodded at me. "You heard me?" Oh yes, they heard me. Everyone in that audience that night heard exactly what I said. Pussy Riot played for about an hour. Great show. And then they had an intermission. Next was a planned question and answer period, I guess especially since they'd made the news so much with being arrested in Russia. So I went and got another glass of wine in a plastic cup and took my place this time on the main floor as some of the party poopers emptied out after the, big show. So I stood there on the main floor under my impeach banner, and the audience lights came up, and there was just chairs and mics on the stage this time. To my surprise, Masha, one of the founders, began the question and answer period not by taking a question, but by asking them. She turned to my banner and pointed right away, and she said, "What is this? What's it say?" Everyone in the audience yelled, "Impeach!" to answer her. And she said, "And under it, what's that?" Some guy down the aisle from me yelled, "It's a shamrock!" And then I said in the clearest voice I could, "It's a wish." Not too loud. It came out just like I felt it. "This is good. I love this flag," Masha said. When the concert ended, I left, and it was a bright, clear night. The stars were out. And as we all walked down the street to find our cars, I think I saw some of the audience looking at me with recognition. And I felt sort of proud. So I hopped on my scooter. The street's a little empty under the street lights. So I took the corner fast and wide and went to the parking garage right across the Sims building downtown. I rode my scooter round and round up to the top like a mini Evel Knievel. At the top of the parking garage, well, at the top, it's empty. No people, no cars. Just the night sky and the twinkling city lights. I parked my scooter and took the Impeach banner that I had from the concert out of the back of my scooter with the milk crate. And I walked to the edge of the parking garage and looked across at the Sims building where all of our senators had their offices. Maybe that's the window where they daydream and plan their next big bill. Maybe that's the window where the conference room and all of the big decisions are made. By the time I got to the bottom of the parking garage again, after whirling around at a full 30 miles an hour, I stopped in the middle of the night and looked up at a bedsheet banner painted with Impeach, blowing in the wind and glowing in the night sky with the moonshine. And then I drove back home, back up Central Avenue towards the mountains. And I couldn't help thinking, this one quote or song lyric or something, maybe a poem, I don't remember. It kept on going in my head. In the bad times, will there also be singing? Yes, there will be singing about the bad times.